It is finished. I want a divorce. Those words, spoken by my wife of 41 years, Isabel, were a cold, calculated verdict. She expected tears and collapse, but I simply said, your choice. The shock that flickered across her face was the first genuine emotion I'd seen from her in years. I had no fight left. I let her have the house and the drama she craved, taking only my toolbox, my fishing gear, and a secret bank account she never knew existed, a rainy day fund my old mentor, Al Simons, had insisted upon. It was enough for a fresh start. I bought a dilapidated cabin 15 miles out of town on Miller's Creek. Most people saw a shack. I saw a chance to build a life without asking for permission. My son, Cody, called distraught. Dad, Mom is telling everyone you lost your mind. I replied, it's the smartest thing I've done in 20 years, and turned off my phone, sinking into the silence of the woods. The next morning, the silence was broken by a woman named Raina arriving with a toolbox and a thermos. A tall, no-nonsense retired Air Force veteran living a mile up the river. She saw my sagging porch and said, that front porch isn't going to fix itself. She helped me not out of pity, but out of a shared, quiet competence. Over lunch, I learned she'd been married to a man whose ego couldn't handle a woman who outranked him. Sounds familiar, I admitted, thinking of Isabel's lifelong complaints about my independence. Raina simply nodded. Sometimes the best thing that can happen to a person is for someone else to make the hard decision for them. 2 months into this new life, Isabel showed up. She found me replacing a window, with Raina at the stove making chili. Isabel saw the warm, renovated cabin and panicked. Maybe we made a mistake. I've missed us. I wouldn't let Raina leave the room. I heard you out 2 months ago when you filed for divorce. You made your decision. Isabel looked around, her voice cracking. This isn't who you are. I looked at Raina, then back at my ex-wife. You're right. This is who I am when no one is telling me who I should be. Then came the curveball Al Simons warned me about. Splitting firewood, the chest pain started. Raina found me, pale and sweating. She bypassed my stubbornness, got me to the hospital, and stayed by my side. The doctor called it a minor cardiac event. Raina's reason for staying was simple and chilling. 28 years ago, her first husband ignored similar chest pains and died of a heart attack in his jet's cockpit. I'm here because I'm not going through that again. Raina took charge of my recovery like a drill sergeant, throwing out processed food and enforcing my regimen. 6 months later, she moved in permanently. We were building a shared future. My grandkids, Emma and Jack, now visited the cabin, learning to fish and splitting wood. 2 years later, I received the final gift of my old life. Al Simons passed away and left me his entire estate. His note read, a man's worth isn't measured by what he accumulates, but by what he's willing to walk away from when it no longer serves him. Proud of you for finally putting yourself first. AL's final lesson cemented what Raina had taught me. When Cody's marriage started crumbling, I told him, life is too short to spend it pretending to be someone you're not. My divorce wasn't a tragedy. It was the sharp, necessary ending that forced me, at 66 years old, to walk away from a broken foundation and finally build something new. If you made it this far, leave a like, share or subscribe to help grow our channel, and keep it alive for more dramatic stories that will surely give you some much-needed awareness. Thanks and be safe always.